Hi, Gemini rising sign. Here is your weekly forecast starting on the 2nd of February until the 8th of February. So you've got quite a massive 9th and 11th house activation, which could talk to you, and that's due to the fact that we have got the Mercury and Venus sextile to Chiron. So this could talk to you about that you are ready to share your philosophical insights with a platform, for example, with a friend of yours, having healing conversations with people you share the same philosophy with, having a healing conversation with a friend of yours. Or maybe you want to be connecting with a mentor or a wise friend who validates your most kind of like out there ideas. Or maybe this is talking to us about a long distance connection or a study group that makes you feel welcomed or you feel like that you finally belong somewhere. Even it could indicate that you find the beauty in the big picture vision, or you are able to sit down with a teacher of yours, for example, and then they are able to give you the support, the validation that you need. The very highest manifestation of this, that your voice can carry that global weight and that encourages you to think bigger, to heal faster as well. Now, we do have got Saturn on 29 degree, which is in your 10th house. And it means that hopefully in the last 2.5 years, you climbed the career ladder and it reaches its final peak. So you are finishing a massive professional cycle. You have been tested. Your reputation has been tested, whether you can be a great authority figure or not, and it reaches its culmination. And then if we have been chasing dreams, career dreams that might not be realistic, then we are asked to kind of move forward. We are asked to finalize our legacy or to finish off a major project. And then finally, our focus can shift. It's like the final audit of your professional status, and it's happening right now. Can you stand tall in your integrity? And maybe you are also changing the ways you have led your life or you led in your professional sphere, and maybe you are ready to step into a new, a more public role. We have got the Sun in 9th house and sextile series as well in your 11th house. And a new study, for example, that is feeding your mind or it is allowing you to connect to a wider community. Maybe you find this nurturing group of friends who share your hunger for higher knowledge, or a travel experience, or a spiritual retreat that is kind of like giving you um, an emotional, like substance that you have been seeking for, or you have got these big ideas and you are ready to kind of unify these big ideas with a friend of yours so that we can grow together. It's kind of like you realize that your mind needs to be fed. You need to be mentally stimulated in order for you to grow. And also, we've got Mercury entering Pisces, which is actually your 10th house. And we start kind of like not talking about data as much, but we get inspired here, like finding creative solutions to work-related matters. Maybe you are ready to update your CV, you're ready to send it out. Maybe you are ready to speak in front of the public as well, but it's kind of like having soft dialogues with others. Maybe it's time to make a professional decision and I'm going to follow my guts rather than the manual and the logic. Or you want to be shifting towards more of a visionary or a healer in your field. So healing your reputation, healing your career path could be something that you start thinking about. Remember, Mercury is the ruler of your chart. but it hits the highest point. So this could be an opportunity for you to be seen as well. But what am I going to be seen for? The vulnerable or the compassionate? Then we have got Venus squaring Uranus as well. Venus is in your ninth house and Uranus is in your 12th house. This could be a sudden realization about certain type of belief systems that you have created in your subconscious, and it might be time to liberate yourself from it. You can have this urge to escape, to travel, to kind of find inner peace. There could be an unexpected legal or spiritual event that might be disrupting your solitude. There could be a breaking free moment from a mental loop that was holding you back from achieving your bigger picture vision. And you can get these sudden downloads as well, or your belief system can be shocked by others as well. And then we've got some of the asteroids on the go as well. We've got Hopi and Phaeton entering Taurus for you, which is going to be your 12th house. And that is also about mental downloads. And that mental download is like a racing game. So a lot of information coming. While one asteroid wants you to have these mental downloads, the other one is slowing you down because we need time to process this newly gained wisdom. There could be a deep-seated need to protect your inner land, a mental peace from all these external high-speed type of stuff. So we might end up switching off the phone. We are taking, a bit of a time out for self-care and so forth. Or maybe there could be hidden fears connected to future as well. And I have to be contemplating on what the right action would be. And I'm going to be meditation, like doing meditation, or I'm going to be in silent mode a little bit. Or maybe you are racing through behind the scenes on a project. Or you start focusing a little bit more on your spiritual health as well. And then we've got finally Nemesis. Nemesis will be spending almost the entire year in the sign of Capricorn. So the archetype of Nemesis is the audit. It's about looking at what works and what doesn't work necessarily in our lives. So for you, Gemini, this is in the eighth house, which is the hidden shadow in your shared finances or intimacy. This is going to get revealed to you. This is time for you to pay the karmic debts, but I'm going to do that with total integrity. So if I want to be kind of like doing a bit of a summary here, this is a shift from that vision to a little bit of an inner sanctuary. This is kind of like looking for that soul food, wisdom within your friend zone, networks. But as soon as Mercury enters the sign of Pisces, the logic dissolves and we are in a little bit of a dream state here. Maybe you are racing to finish a secret project, but Saturn demands a final audit of your career legacy because it's easy to make mistakes. It asks us to be impeccable with the bigger picture ethics as Nemesis begins to monitor your long-term worldviews and looking at, whether we follow the right path or not. And if not, Nemesis has got that destroying element to it. So good luck, Gemini, and I will see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.